kids that are overweight and fat and obese. And if you're a parent or somebody that is responsible for feeding them, it's really time to pull back a little bit and have some self-reflection. Because having, like I was a fat kid. My mom used to make my clothes for me, and she would always make them with horizontal stripes, which was really bad. Bullies just gravitated towards me. I was this fat kid again with horizontal striped clothing, making me look even fatter. And boy, it was like free day for all the people to get out whatever anger they had, and I was the target. If your kids are overweight or fat, that's probably going to be very similar. See, in a lot of cases, I know that they're talking about in the news and everything that we have a lot more obese kids than we used to have. But really, depending on how the parents are feeding those children, it's going to depend on how many happen to be obese. But usually those numbers are a lot less even still than in the adult population. So you have more skinny kids than you have skinny adults. Usually when people get to being adult, maybe that bullying might stop. And I know my dad, God rest his soul, he was one of those people that would make fun of fat people even though he was fat himself. I don't know what that's called, but that's what he was, and that's how he did it, and that was just kind of his lifestyle. He would trim up after he had a heart attack and have a valve replaced and had a leg cut off due to diabetes, but he was able to kind of recover from that and quit making fun of fat people. Karma? Don't know. But as kids, your kids might not be coming home and telling you, Mom and Dad, Joey made fun of me today and he made me really feel bad, and is there something I can do not to be fat anymore? And you just want to give them a hug, and you want to say, oh my God, I'm so sorry, honey. I'm sorry that you're going through the fault. Is it? Something to think about. I know it's difficult, and I know that you were raised a certain way potentially, and for a lot of people, I'm mid-50s now, but even in the younger generations, food is used as reward. Food is used for something comfortable. The place where you sit at the table, that's sacred, and that's the way it used to be. But what we used to eat at those tables wasn't filled with all this nonsense. What we used to eat at the table when people were a lot healthier, in better shape, and a lot less fat, back in the day, it was meat, eggs, fish, vegetables, and fruit, whole fruits. That's it, what we ate. It wasn't all the extra stuff that's loaded with preservatives and chemicals and all these other things that are really meant to addict us, meant to really make us want that food, and that's hard to step away from. Love your kids. I'll see you in the next one.